YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to Small Talk. We will be live tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, so make sure to check that out. It'll be me, Damien, and Jay discussing our draft thoughts. Today, I thought I'd just give you my top four draft prospects in this upcoming 2026 NFL draft for the Washington Commanders. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get right into this video, bruh. Let's do it. Let me share my screen for y'all real quick. So, oh no. Okay. So, sorry guys, I have a little technical difficulties right now. Don't know why it's doing this. Go to my window. Let's see. There we go. So, first up. First, this is my number 6 prospect for the Commanders, Mansour Delane. He ran a 4.38 at his pro day yesterday. So profile is he's from the hometown. Okay. 6 feet tall. He's 187, 30-inch arms, 8.78 hands. So production score was at 82, which is ranked second out of all cornerbacks in this draft. Athletic score can be better, but like I said, I think he can make up for that with his speed and production. Total score was a 77, which ranked fifth out of all guys at the combine. They compare him to Quinyon Mitchell. Okay, and here are his strengths. He's loose, he's loose limbed, he's athletic, efficient in his movement skills. Those jabs and slides feet to cut off the release or press from the receiver. He gets his hands on you quickly and he flows tightly. That's all things you want in a corner. He anticipates breaks from off coverage, and pounces to erase the separation. That's a reaction time. So he tracks the quarterback without losing the route awareness in zone, and that's what you want. That is what you want in a corner. So he's good in man, and he's good in press coverage. He's good in zone. That man can do it all. If he's there, I'm telling you, hey Adam, you better take that man right now. Adam, you know what to do, bro. He makes sharp overlaps to play the deep zone. Okay. Okay. Smothers the catch point like dominant. He's a dominant shot blocker. Okay. 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 Full contact thumper and ready to draw the ball loose. Hey, what did Durante Jones say when in his presser? We gonna be a defense that forces turnovers. He fits exactly that description. Engulfs and wraps up pass catches quickly. Yes, 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 yes. His weakness. So, so he plays tall in space most times, which limits his transition at times. He can be baited by a clever route combination in zone coverage. So he can be a little too aggressive sometimes, which can bring flags. So and he needs more consistent in locating deep throws. I think that can be all these can be coached in the NFL. He can be target breaking down as an open. Yeah, all this is probably can get fixed. Better coaching in the NFL. So he has 5 weaknesses. So his strengths outweigh his weaknesses, which is what you want as a corner. So he's a very good corner from what I see. He just needs to improve his playing in space, limiting transition. He needs to be better in how to not get baited by routes. He needs to be a little less aggressive. You want him to be aggressive, but not too aggressive. And he's going to become consistent in deep zones and tardy when breaking down open field tackling. So all those can get better, but his strengths outweigh the weaknesses, which is what I love in the corner. If he's there at 7, I would not be mad at Adam for drafting him. My second on the list, none other than Sonny Styles from Ohio State, had a good combine this year. So prospect grade is 6.47. He's 6'5". He's a 6'5" linebacker. He ran a 4.47, I believe. Weighs 244, has 32 and 7/8 arms, 10-inch hands. Production score was a 91, which is first out of all linebackers in the combine. Athletic score 92, first out of all linebackers in the combine. 94, first out of all linebackers in the combine. So we can arguably say this guy is the best linebacker in this draft. That's amazing. And this dude runs a 4.46. 4.46. He runs a 1.510 split. He has a 43.5-inch vert. His broad jump was 11.2. His three cone was a 7.9, 4.26, 20-yard shuffle. He is an elite athlete. An elite athlete. This is a good comparison for Sonny Styles. Fred Warner, love it. I love it. He's the best linebacker in the NFL right now, and I believe Sonny Styles can become that. His strength, he lines up on the defensive front and makes adjustments if he needs to. So he's very disciplined, sitting through pre and post snap eye candy. He pops up and separates from climbing blockers with a crisp punch. Like, nice. Constricts run fits by using his size and force and technique. He scrapes quickly to the action without losing his leverage. Maintaining leverage is very important. He can slip through traffic and he can make tackles. I like this. He's very versatile and athletic, which can be used for covers disguises. He can get depth and widens to the flats with above average quickness. So that I say that's something he can improve and be so he can be great or good. And he's a great tackle finisher. So some of his weaknesses, some of the recognition of his block scheme can get better. Okay. Can afford to so sometimes he isn't as urgent when he needs to be. And he's slow to reaccelerate sometimes moving in pursuit. He has tight hips, which prevents fluid change. Okay, inconsistent shading to zone drops to quarterback's eyes. He has average instincts and physicality as a blitzer. So all these can be coached again in the NFL. And again, if he's there at 7, why not, Adam? Pull the trigger, baby. Let's get him. Let's go. Next, Jeremiah. Obviously, this is the number one prospect on the board, as we all know. Jeremiah Love. If he is there at number 7, you are going to pick him, no matter what. You pass on Jeremiah Love, you got issues. I'm sorry. 6'7", year one as a starter. That's good. 6'2", 212, 32-inch arms, 9 and 1/8 hands. 96 production score, athletic score 83, which is second in the combine. Total score 94, which is first in the combine. Runs a 4.36, runs a 4.155. So let's see his strengths. So he is highly productive, clearly, as you can see, with 2,497 yards rushing and 35 touchdowns in 2 seasons. He's a workhorse, but wow. So he's a workhorse, but he only had 20 or more carries 3 times during this season, during his career. That might be an uptick in the NFL. See if Commanders can get him. We'll see. He's urgent and shortens his stride to improve his control as a move maker. Love that. Instant reaccelerator, which helps him escape rallying defenders. Speed can outflank a corner or as an outside runner. Rockets through interior entry points to stress missed run fits. He's a state champion sprinter in high school. He runs with a forward lean and intentional as a run finisher. Love that. Ball carriage can be a little loose. at times, but he never fumbles. So that's something you can work on, which is ball carrying. Can line in a slide and run routes like a receiver. Love that. So whenever we need him to, he can line up as a receiver. Capable of hurting defenses as a 3-level pass catcher. Okay. Protects with consistent readiness to square up and scrap with blitzers. I love it. So he can block. His weaknesses, so he's indecisive at times, which can lead to slow departure. He tends to probe to find the crease instead of setting one up. Instead of creating a hole, you're trying to create a hole yourself. So he cuts, transitions are choppy at times, which is bad for momentum. He's inconsistent spatially as an inside runner. So he's more of an outside runner like Bill is. So doesn't feature pile moving. Okay. And he leaves his feet and goes airborne too willingly. So again, all this can be coached with just the right coaches. Again, number 7, Adam, I'm taking him. You know what to do, Adam. If he's there, you better take him. You better take that man, Adam. And obviously, last but not least, you got David Bailey. This guy right here, this dude right here, if he is available, you take him, period. I don't care if you got the top receiver on the board. I need a pass rusher along with Odafe and Club Kaylavon Chason. 6.7 as a year one starter. 6'4", 251, 33-inch arms, 10 and 1/4 hands. Production score was a 98, first out of defensive ends. 83rd out of defensive ends. That's the athletic score. 86, which is first in the entire draft. This dude runs a 4.5 at 251 pounds. Insane. 1.6 at 10-yard split, 35-inch vertical jump, 10.9 broad jump. So very athletic. I like that. Nick Benito, good athletic linebacker in this league. I like it. I like it. So he possesses a short area twitch and reactive agility. He could, yeah, we've seen this a lot out of him. He makes plays behind the line. He's explosive when he takes off, and and his tackling leaves little margin for error when he comes out of that stance, which is awesome. He widens his rush attack on the second step, which creates space at the corner. He can build speed and momentum as the rush ripens. Love that. He has lean, bend, and and cornering to shrink wrap the pocket. He has natural rush instincts with a quick reaction to blockers' pass sets. That's amazing. He can stack outside, counter on top of his speed. Wow. So he can convert his speed to power outside. That is awesome. He fights through redirect blocks and stay connected to his track. Man, what have we been missing bro? What has the Washington defense missed the entire year? This is, bro, able to flip his hips and shoulders to play around run blocks. And he runs well and squeezes in pursuit angles wide. That is awesome. David Bailey, yay. If you there, you might be the pick too. Adam Peters, I'm telling you, all 4 of these guys, if they are there at 7, you better pick either one of them. You can't go wrong. And some of his weaknesses are finesse approach against run due to lack of size and power. I mean, he can probably get better at that, but I don't know if you can teach that or not. He can be caved or torqued by kickouts. So he can probably get better at that coaching, missing escape strength once he's stuck on contact. Something that can be coached. He has average recognition of screens and misdirection. Think someone can coach that up for him as well. Hand accuracy on swipes and chops is inconsistent. That can be coached as well. We'll need to develop inside counters to exploit oversets. Okay, so I think all these can be pretty much taught except for one thing. So again, I love all of these guys. Mansoor Delane, Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles, hey, and David Bailey. If they're all there at 7, I'm saying Adam, you take them. You take them. If you pass on any of these guys, you have an issue. But hey, let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what y'all think Adam Peters is gonna do at 7. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. We are live at 5 o'clock Eastern. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.